March 14th, 2014, in Auckland, New Zealand, we will launch a new era of exploration for Lindblad Expeditions and National Geographic as we christen the National Geographic Orion, which will begin a series of explorations all across the vast South Pacific. We would love to see you on one or more of our inaugural voyages of the National Geographic Orion as she explores Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, the Solomon Islands, the Great Barrier Reef, Micronesia, and the Spice Islands. These are evocative names of some extraordinary geography. Places where you still have remarkable cultures, some of the finest diving and snorkeling available on our planet, and some of the most beautiful beaches that you can possibly imagine. As you can see here, the Orion is a very comfortable ship. Beautiful cabins, lovely public areas, outdoor spaces unlike I've ever seen, frankly, on any expedition ship. She will suit us very, very well for the kind of expeditions we plan in the South Pacific. When I think back on our expeditions in the 70s, which were wonderful, we've come a long way.
Travelers return with memories to last a lifetime. But they will never be quite the same, for they have traversed the land which time forgot.
We have opportunities now we couldn't even dream of then. For example, our ROV can take us down to 1,000 feet to see what's going on. These depths were unimaginable in the 70s. We have National Geographic photographers on all our expeditions. These are some of the most dedicated, experienced people who are just delighted to teach and to share their perspectives with our guests.
I'm here representing National Geographic on this incredible voyage. We have a wonderful alliance between National Geographic and Lindblad. It's been a perfect marriage for all of us, especially for me, because I get to come with you and share what I know about photography.
As we navigate our way through the South Pacific, we will come into contact with many, many diverse cultures. What we want to do is try and understand all these places. We do that through bringing along historians and explorers who know about these people. We'll have historians and naturalists, just like on all our expeditions, people who are so versed in the cultures and the history and the geography of the South Pacific. One fellow who will be joining us in certain expeditions is going to help record some of these disappearing languages so that they will be part of an archive forever. And for those of you who are interested in scuba diving, we'll have dive masters aboard. We can take up to 24 scuba divers on any expedition. And let me just remind you, this is some of the most spectacular diving on the face of the planet. The mission of Lindblad Expeditions and National Geographic when we travel out there in the world is really quite simple. It's to inspire people to care about the planet. Well, how do you do that? Well, one way is, of course, finding very, very interesting places to go, having a good ship to help us get there, and above all, having an inspired staff.
Well, I think it's been an epic voyage. We've been following in the footsteps of the great navigators and explorers of the 17th, 18th, 19th century out here.
The expedition staff is key to an expedition, absolutely key. These are the men and women who help us understand these places better. The history, the natural history, the undersea, the people who help us learn how to take better pictures, the people who chronicle the expedition. These are people, in certain instances, that we work with for decades, and in some instances, of course, new people, depending on where we are exploring at the time. During my entire career, National Geographic has been at the forefront of more or less everything I've done. It was always a resource. It was always a place to go. It was always somewhere where you could find meaningful information about the world and all that's in it. So now, with our partnership in exploration since 2004, we've done a lot together. In fact, the South Pacific itineraries that we have now have National Geographic explorers as part of the development team. So having these people aboard, often in places where they in fact have been on assignment, is really, really a great opportunity. Well, 2014 is going to be a pretty exciting year as we explore much of the planet that we're not exploring at the moment. We are really, really excited about bringing the National Geographic Orion to these extraordinary places. And you, hopefully, will come along with us because it's going to be quite an adventure, I can promise you.